landmarks are easy to support. Take the case of a new Parisian museum which celebrates indigenous arts from 4 continents. Even the choice of a name for what is now called the Musée du Quai Branly was not an easy one. Criticism forced the founders to opt for the name of the street the museum was built on because of oversensitivity regarding France's colonial past. This is a kind of city of non-European arts and cultures. It's a place for Europeans and tourists from Paris and France who are going to visit this museum to encode the non-European world, the world which wasn't born within the Mediterranean area. The Musée du Quai Branly was built next to the Eiffel Tower in central Paris and was opened in 2006 at a cost of around 230 million euros. It was promoted by France's President Jacques Chirac after he was first elected in 1995. At first, organisers thought that the museum's name should be linked to the concept of primitive arts, as it would be hosting works of art and traditional objects from indigenous society in Africa, Asia, the Americas and Oceania. Some critics said that the decision of dedicating a new museum to indigenous arts from outside Europe might only contribute to their isolation. Organisers replied by claiming that the museum's purpose was that of making people aware of foreign cultures other than their Western one. Behind a flower bed covering its main wall, the museum also features a cinema and a library, in addition to the exhibition venues, where about 3,500 of the over 300,000 objects bought by the Musée du Quai Branly are displayed. The artworks range from African wood statues to South American and Middle Eastern textiles and include a number of Polynesian masks and sculptures. Inside the museum itself, we present about 3,500 items in an amazing place because Jean Nouvel has conceived a huge one-piece gallery. There are not many walls inside the Musée du Quai Branly, there are even less doors. So this is a 200-metre-long piece. It's Paris's longest gallery, inside which one can walk as in a landscape, comparing in a very free way some works from Asia and Oceania, because we can pass from one world's region to the other. The museum was designed by French architect Jean Nouvel. The main building is an elongated, futuristic structure that guides visitors up a white circular ramp before plunging them into dark galleries displaying the works. The museum opened at a time when France was struggling to understand how its colonial past has affected its present. In May, France had its first annual commemoration day for victims of the slave trade. In the same year, there were a series of riots involving impoverished teenagers, many whose families came from France's former African colonies. The country responded with a two-pronged approach: tough new immigration laws countered by efforts to make minorities feel recognised. The context of the opening temporarily overshadowed what will become one of the lasting legacies of former President Jacques Chirac. He was the driving force behind the museum concept. It is the latest in a lengthening line of presidential-inspired arts projects. The late French President François Mitterrand inaugurated the Louvre's Glass Pyramid, the modern Bastille Opera and other massive projects in the 1980s. Paris's most recent major museum, the Georges Pompidou Centre for Modern Art, named after another president, opened in 1977. His primitive arts museum had to overcome years of setbacks and controversies. It appears the Musée du Quai Branly is following a similar path.